yet another episode of Rogan Radio live from the friendly confines of
What's
Studio A
going on, everybody?
on the luxurious campus of Consuelo Rogan.
I couldn't hear myself.
Well, I know I didn't have you.
That's all right. We don't want to hear you anyway.
I can't. Like, okay.
Ooh, look at that. Everybody wants to see Blake.
Yeah, nobody wants to
Absolutely.
see you,
Nobody
Chuck. They want to see
says
Blake Shelton.
Big show tonight. Big show tonight. Big show tonight. Big show tonight. We'll get to that in a minute, but big show. Let me tease you what is going to happen tonight.
How about this? We're not going to talk about Blake Shelton until the very last 5 minutes of the show. So you don't know when that's going to be, so you got to stay tuned.
We
the
have
whole
tickets
show.
for Blake Shelton, and somebody that's watching right now will win those things. We warned you
Not
today.
just
We
any
teased you.
tickets.
Yep.
But no,
Not just any tickets.
Tell me
We're
about the
talking
tickets.
Good seats.
We're talking
like
primo seats.
just off to the right of the stage. We're talking parking.
Really?
Included.
You get
we're
parking
talking,
too? Whoa.
We're talking the
you
and
can-
little gifts and things too.
These
like
are
the
like the-
upgraded.
These are the
package.
mother of all Blake Shelton tickets.
Well, to be taking donations at 1-800-ROAGAI.
So somebody's going to win these tickets tonight, is what you're saying.
That is what we are saying.
How they going to do that?
Let me
Jim?
guess. The only thing that they're not going to get is what, meet and greet? Is that the only thing?
Yeah, I
that-
think
Hey,
so.
who knows?
So.
Who knows?
Who knows?
But
We-
you
we
will
have
be able
Who
to
to-
knows what you'll get into?
Now, the reason we have these tickets in the first place is because Blake Shelton is sort of a friend of ours. He is somehow related. Now, listen to how he's related to the family here. He is Jimmy's third cousin's neighbor's son's girlfriend's brother-in-law. It's nuts how that works. It's
that-
nuts.
is
And
that
that's
all?
why when he's in Pittsburgh, Jimmy gets all
well,
these
he's-
tickets for
yeah.
Blake Shelton.
Wow.
And Luke
Yeah.
Bryan, Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Who else? Vaughn Haggerty.
Vaughn Haggerty.
We have all of that. Hello, Darlene. They're from Ritchie County, I see. Jackie Butcher, hello. Pam Faber. Yeah, you know what? Listen, like I said, we're going to have these Blake Shelton tickets a little bit later on, so be listening for that. And it's not going to be that hard, but we do have a contest, and somebody's going to win these things along with
Yeah, you got to win.
parking.
You have to win. But listen,
Yeah, you
parking's-
have to win. That's
Parking's probably
obvious.
one of the most important things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt.
Where's it
Absolutely.
going to be? Where's the concert at?
Pittsburgh.
The Mellon Arena.
Oh, a piss.
Yeah.
Mellon Arena.
On Saturday the 23rd. Check it out as you see Blake Shelton live. Hey, we'll do that a little bit later. We'll do it with Vaughn Haggerty. But we do have special guests in the studio tonight. They're from Shinston. They're from Pack 59. I've been saying 79 all night long because I just have a memory like that. If you know me, my memory's like that. We have Rick.
I-79's right down the road.
Probably so. We have Vinny. We also have Daniel. And we have Samuel.
There he is.
Yeah, there you go. We have the guys in here from, like, again,
Stone
Pack 50.
Cold.
Samuel.
We have Pack 59 from Shinston. And what's coming up? Well, first of all, we're going to talk about, there's a lot of things we want to talk about. And we're not going to keep you all night for the mere fact of it's snowing outside. So, you know what? It's getting bad. If there's school tomorrow, I'll be highly impressed. I wish I had school. Why don't they cancel, like jobs?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, well,
if they
yeah,
cancel jobs like
Well,
they do cancel
in
school.
the, they did in the Mideast.
Yeah, getting up, going to work every day. Just I can't
Yeah.
do it anymore.
Yeah.
That'll be perfect. Like a west side of a Clarksburg is closed, and the Natterford
That's every
open,
tire
right,
thing.
Todd?
What's that? Yeah, closing their fort.
No. West side of a Clarksburg
No,
is
no, no,
snowed,
no.
closed,
I'm
but the
sorry,
Natterford it's on
Nah.
time.
No. They do keep a good. Another
All
fort
right, Rick, now listen.
Keeps their clothes rating.
You started this weekend.
clean.
We're going to talk about scouting for food.
Yes.
Okay. Now, first of all, we all know, and things have been, basically what happens. It's just sort of like we're mailman, or I used to be a mailman, and we used to have a thing called a food drive. So every in May we would go around and collect food, and then we would stock up local pantries, which is exactly the same principle as what you guys are doing.
Same premise.
Right into that microphone, Rick.
Sorry. It's probably over 50 years across the country.
Yeah.
Scouts have been doing this.
Right.
We've been trying to get it actually doing it around this area.
Yeah.
The post office actually is what gave me the idea.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So every time we tried to plan one, the post office had one going right about the
Yeah, going
Oh,
post
you know,
office.
Well, it's fine, as long as
Well, the post office does do it the same time every year, correct?
For
Right,
second
in May.
Saturday in May. Every
Yeah,
year.
yeah. So the thing is, though, and to show the importance right off the bat, is like even with this, people really don't. I don't know, put it in scale about food banks. And you even saw when this with furlough stuff happened with the government. Yep. You saw actually trucks have to come in. I mean, we're talking about people with good jobs having to go to a food bank.
Absolutely.
So, thank goodness that stuff is actually there.
Yep.
But you know what? I'm sure by this point, with all of that stuff happening, along with just people needing it in everyday life anyhow, it's kind of depleted. So, you have to keep, the post office does it in May, but what happens for the rest of the year. So it's nice to see you guys standing up. Explain a little bit that happened like this weekend as far as what people can expect.
Well, this weekend we had probably about 5 scouts go out, and we distributed bags and flyers on throughout Shinston, basically until the boys' legs got tired. We probably walked maybe 4 miles.
Oh wow, that's fantastic.
Just we hit from Riverside up to the pool. We got the housing across from Lincoln High School. And then up along behind Gomart.
Right.
We kind of ran out of bags.
Well, that's a good thing, though.
That's a wonderful thing.
Now, hopefully, they're all full.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. Actually, if anybody wanted a bag, just get in touch with us and we can get you a bag, or we can do a pickup even.
Right.
Traditionally, we do just a regular food drive with the pack. And the boys bring something in every a couple months. This is something we've tried a little bit different.
Right.
Get more in the community involved.
Is this the first year you've actually done it in town?
Yes.
No kidding.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Well, that's
our first
fantastic.
year
So that's good though. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you because when we were talking about just putting the flyer up,
right.
I was like, now listen, you could do that, but especially the first year, it's good to come in and actually get a little exposure, explain what's going on because a lot of people, even though you could say it 10 times a day, and there's going to be somebody that doesn't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so you kind of gave bags out today as much as you could.
Yes.
And then so next weekend you're going to go back through these same neighborhoods and you're going to collect those bags.
We're going to start collecting at 4:30 Saturday evening, and try to do as many collections as we can do on Saturday evening.
Right. Now let me ask you this question: for somebody, say if you're living in Lumberport, which is only a couple miles down the road, say like with us, and is there like a collection point or something that we could drop off, say donations per se?
We don't have a collection point set up right now. We can absolutely put one together. You can either call me, my name and number's on the flyer.
Okay.
Or you can contact First Baptist.
First Baptist.
That's where we are chartered out of.
Okay.
And that's where we hold our meetings and everything.
Now, what's funny is you want to hear something crazy?
I do.
Back when I went through Cub Scouts and Weeblos, that's exactly the same place too.
Really?
And I also went to kindergarten there. That's where before there was right on top of the.
Wow.
Are you in the bottom part of the? Yep, we on top. That's where I went to kindergarten.
Yeah,
How neat is that?
We actually meet across the street at the Lighthouse.
I got you.
It's a lot bigger facility.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The boys like to play basketball. So,
no kidding, right?
Can't go wrong there.
Hey, let me ask you, Vinny, are you a Pinewood Derby guy?
Yes.
Who's the king in your pack?
Not me.
Have you ever figured that out yet?
No.
I couldn't either. I didn't. I just, for whatever reason, that there was somebody always faster than me.
I like the.
I think it's just how you place the weight.
Yeah, if you hollow that car out and you put weight inside, so no one
on
sees
the backside of it.
Thing will fly.
Daniel, how about you? Are you a Pinewood Derby guy?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about Scouts?
Everything basically.
Let me see your merit badges. How many do you have there?
A lot.
Yeah, you do have a lot, don't you?
2 belts at home.
Do you
Full
now?
of 'em.
Do you?
You've
been busy,
mine
buddy.
in. I still got mine. Looks just like.
Yeah, it does. I always like that, man. That's pretty cool. Did you guys go up to the mall when they had the races up there? Just a couple. About a month, maybe a couple months ago.
They haven't had them at the mall this year. Previous years they've had them at the mall at Meadowbrook, and that's a really big.
It's
event.
big. It's really big.
Yeah, you have easily 500 scouts.
Yeah.
There.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Where's the where's like the jamboree at this year?
They're having World Jamboree, and that's down at Summit.
It's gonna be huge.
Down in Summit Bechtel, and that's actually going to have people all across the world, all scouting on all different countries. Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Vinny, did you go walking today?
No.
You didn't go walking today? Are you going to go collect food next week?
Probably.
What? You got one good arm, you got it.
Vinny's wearing a cast, by the way.
On Wednesday.
Oh, you get the cast off on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to your arm? Arm wrestling?
I broke it playing basketball.
Oh, well, that'll happen sometimes like that.
Full
That'll
contact
happen.
basketball.
Daniel, what's your favorite part about Scouts? How long
Everything.
how long you been in Scouts right now?
All your life?
Yeah, basically. as quickly as I could.
Right.
Which was first grade until they added Lions, which he just joined.
Nice.
A couple months ago.
So Samuel's in Lions. Is that what it is? So
Yes.
is that before Cub Scouts and then it goes to Webelos and then it goes to Boy Scouts?
Well, it starts in kindergarten as a lion.
Okay.
And first grade as a tiger. Second grade as a wolf. Third
Nice.
grade as a
Oh,
bear.
my.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
My
Yeah.
wife just had a birthday. She's a cougar.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Lincoln
You're welcome.
Cougar.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
graduated
Lincoln
from Lincoln.
She's
Stand up here. I want to see you. Stand up here. I want to let everybody see how cool these things are. You got married. So explain some of the stuff
you know,
that's
that
on
guy's
there.
been busy right there.
Yeah, explain what you got there.
Forget what half of them
Well, you've been busy. That's why.
are.
Hey, you know how to sing a song by chance? You're holding that thing like Frank Sinatra. Can you sing?
Sort of.
Well, let's-
Can you really? I was just playing around. Can you
don't-
sing? Sing me a song.
I don't sing.
Sing me something.
Just something real, just a couple bars, real quick.
Todd will give you.
No.
Todd will give you five. Todd will give you $5.
Yeah.
$5?
$5?
Vinny's like, he'll sing.
Vinny, you want $5?
Yeah.
Hey.
Sing something.
You got your wallet with you, Chuck?
Ready?
Yeah.
A B C.
Hey, that's the scouting way, brother, right there. That's a scouting way. That's how you do it.
Where there's a will, there's a way. You
know
didn't
what?
say what to sing. You just
right.
said,
You know what?
You got to be a little more specific next time.
He got $5 for every letter he sang out of it. That's pretty good. You know, that's pretty witty, man. But no, go ahead up there. Show me, hey Daniel, show me some of the stuff that you got there. Show me some of that stuff. Oof.
I have emergency preparedness. I have this got everything. I forget how I got that one.
Okay.
I got I forget what all these names are.
You got a lot of them there.
Yes.
How many you think you got there? Like 20 or 30?
25.
20 have
25.
25.
And 2 full belts with more than 50.
That's awesome,
Do
brother.
you guys still have to make your little wooden tie holder thing there?
No.
No.
I had one. Mine was hand. My grandfather
Boy Scouts.
hand
We had the
carved.
handmade
I had one that
cards,
was hand
yeah.
carved.
Mom, I
yeah.
think mine was like brass or
Yeah,
something.
ours was brass.
Yeah.
The Boy Scouts do that.
Very nice.
Oh, nice.
Benny, how about you? How you doing on your merit badges?
I'm doing good on them. I just don't have them on right now.
Right. I got you. I see.
You didn't want to show off. I see.
Once again, in Shinston, if you didn't get a bag this weekend, Pack 59, they are going to go ahead and have a food drive, and it's so important to do that, and it's good. I mean, do you have any local pantries specifically that you're going to be stocking up?
We always partner with the Lord's Pantry.
Okay, I got you. Very nice.
And you know what, Chuck? You'll know from experience the bags. Because when we do the food drive at the post office, a lot of times we'll deliver the cards, you know, as a reminder.
Right.
But there for a long time we would deliver the bags along with the cards, and that, you know, maybe that little card might get misplaced or shuffled into another.
Right.
But that bag was always in the, and we got a lot of food
Yeah,
packed
yeah.
in those
that's
bags
what
that we
we did.
delivered. You know, that was like a huge reminder. Whoop, there's a bag. Better put food in it.
Yep.
And it worked good.
Very nice. Very
Yep.
nice. Look at
now, if somebody didn't get a bag, but they still wanted to donate and stuff like that, how would they be able to do that?
You can call me. You contact Rogan Radio. You know.
I circled it on the screen for him.
Okay.
yeah, do that. Do that because
I already did. I put
because-
that flyer up there. The Scouting for Food Pack 59.
yeah, because as you can expect, you know, this is going to be a learning process
Yeah,
for you,
exactly,
Rick. Because
exactly.
this is your first year of doing this, and then next year you're going to have all these things after next weekend. Once again, next weekend's when you're going to go around the neighborhoods
Yes.
and collect food.
Yes.
And if you see the Cub Scouts out, you can just go ahead and stop and give you something. It's probably
Absolutely.
be a lot easier like that.
Absolutely. While we were putting bags out, we had a couple older people that actually said they didn't get out to the store that often.
Right.
So they gave us actually monetary donations.
Oh, that's very
And,
good
was
too.
nice.
Yeah, they said, "Can you guys go to the store to us and get us like $30 or something
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you think they could use?" And
That's what I mean. It's going to be
Oh,
such a
yeah.
learning process, and you know it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Tell me
That's
a little
what
bit
we're
about the
hoping.
pack down there. How long you guys been down there now? I mean, say
Oh.
you in particular.
oh, me in particular, I've been actually in the state of West Virginia since 2013.
Okay.
I started with the pack in 2014 with my son. He went through all the ranks
Right.
and crossed over to the Boy Scout troop last year.
Oh, very good.
I continued on. We have roughly 30 active scouts.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
40 on register.
Fantastic,
So, yeah.
then.
That's
that's very good.
That's a
good.
good number, man.
No,
I mean, that's-
just for somebody that's kind of out of the loop, is Shinston like the mech for, like, say, Enterprise? I mean, is that like the home
Yes,
base? Or
yes. We're basically the Lincoln feeder group. Big Elm is our main elementary school.
I see.
And we have some from Lumberport. We have a number that do homeschooling as well.
So, let me ask you this question. If somebody is interested in this, because you never know, and a lot of times you just don't really necessarily know how to get involved with something unless you know somebody that knows somebody.
Exactly.
Well, so, when we like to help you do this as far as, like, just get the word out, if, say, somebody wants to join up.
Yep.
I mean, can they join up anytime, or how do they go about that? I mean,
absolutely. We generally have a recruiting night at the beginning of the school year, but you could join anytime. A lot of people like to, start their yearly process as the school year starts. Traditionally, that's what we've done. But we're a year-round program. We have activities going, camping, fishing.
Yeah, that's going
all summer.
Because I always loved going camping, and we did fish. We did all kinds of outdoor stuff, and then we learned it would be just something from
different skills and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I mean, there's all kinds of different things. Learn how to start fires with twigs. I mean, you hear about that stuff, but you can really actually do it if somebody teaches you how to do it.
Also, we have one of probably the premier day camps as far as the Cub Scout program in the state of West Virginia. Peggy Sue from one of the packs down in Clarksburg actually helps coordinate that, and it's a week long at the VA park.
Oh, fantastic.
And they basically rent the VA park, and we do the whole Cub Scout experience, anything from leatherworking, BBs, archery.
I tell you, I probably still have my
swimming.
wallet that you make when you kind of do all that with the leather through the sun. I probably still have mine somewhere.
We usually do that the first week the boys are out of school.
Yeah.
Every year.
That's good.
And we have roughly 250 scouts.
Oh,
Wow.
Which is from kindergarten to
That does
fifth
my heart
grade.
good. I'm
yeah,
glad
that
kind
really
of
is.
lot.
You'll learn a lot like that,
Yeah.
and then just the social aspect of things too. Just getting around and you talk to people, and you're learning
Absolutely.
something. It's kind of it's
Absolutely.
fun. I mean, it's more than anything, it's fun. I mean,
Absolutely.
are the meetings once a month? Are they once a week?
We meet every Tuesday at
Okay.
the Lighthouse in Shinston. We've gotten to the size where we tried to meet everybody at one time, and it got a little crazy, which is a good thing.
Right.
So we actually split the kindergarten through the second grade from 5:30 to 6:30, and then the older boys meet from 6:45 to 7:45.
That's great, man.
Now,
And
if
that's
there-
every Tuesday.
If there's a parent out there right now listening right now, they can get a hold of you,
Absolutely.
or can they show up at the Lighthouse on
Both.
meeting night, or
Either.
okay.
Either.
So that would be Rick McComas at 304-203-8656.
Yep.
All right.
And then every Tuesday down to Lighthouse in
Tuesday at
Shinston,
the
you guys
Lighthouse
come
in
in and
Shinston.
just if you want to check it out, just come down and check it out.
Absolutely.
Just to see, man. That's
I think
fantastic.
this is huge. I think Scouts is huge for kids these days, especially with the technology age, and they're kind of getting away from
That's why they
all
need
these
it.
skills.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
why these kids need
Absolutely.
the scouts right now.
Well, to understand there's a bigger world than your cell phone or a computer or
Exactly.
or a
Exactly.
PS4
Yeah,
whatever
exactly.
it might be. Yeah. And you know what? At one time you could be like Vinny and learn how to sing. Is that a merit badge, by the way?
No.
I don't think
There's
so.
maestro, but it's not singing.
Okay. Well, he won $5 tonight, courtesy of Todd Beck. Yeah, that was a great thing you did.
Sure
That was
was.
fantastic. That was fantastic.
$5 richer.
Yeah, he is. What are you gonna do with $5? What are you gonna do with your $5?
I don't know.
I'd start saving for college because it's gonna be expensive by the time you get there.
Oh, yeah.
But we have Rick, we have Samuel, Daniel, and Vinny down from Pack 59 in Shinston. There's a big
Morning.
food drive happening going on. It's going to be it's called Scouting for Food,
Yes.
and it's going to be you drop some bags off this weekend. But once again, the main course of the dinner, so to speak, is going to be next weekend.
Absolutely.
And you can go ahead and make your donation if you did get a bag today. They're going to be in different parts of the neighborhood. Go scout them out if you have to. No pun intended there. If you see them, just get like a little box and just go and drop it. Just give it to them, because what they're doing is they're getting things for the Lord's pantry. Just restock the food, and because everybody's going to need it. And just like again, I go back to who would have ever thought that you would have had a bunch of government employees, the cream of the crop per se, have to go to food banks. Well, if that's happening, you can understand if you start filtering down, going down the line, it's really, there's people that rely on that every single day.
Hey, we have a message on the comments too. Janice Bittinger, she said, if you want to be in the troop 59 for 6th grade to high school, call me at 677-2722.
Yep.
The troop is on Sunday at 4 p.m. at the Methodist Church.
Very good, very good. But it's always good to start out. You know, when you get in there and you get the guys together, and then they can start growing together
They
in
have a great
school.
program
And
with that as well.
yeah,
We
that's
actually
great.
have 6 of our boys that will be crossing over to
Oh.
the troop on the 5th.
How about
All
that?
right,
Yep.
congratulations.
What is? Now let me ask you this. Now I don't know if I remember this. Am I remembering this correct? The Golden Light. Am I remembering that something?
Arrow of Light.
Arrow of Light.
Yep.
Now is that Cub Scouts or Weeblos?
That is the second year Weeblos.
All right, I do
as-
remember
as
that.
They prepare to go over into the Boy Scout troop.
Yeah, because you
got
know
that.
I did too. Because I had to write. You know, it was always cool to have
Yep.
those badges and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
But that's been. Oh my goodness.
45 years
For you, yeah, like 45
Yeah,
years.
it's been about
It's
40
actually
years ago.
One of my-
Time-honored tradition.
Yep. Actually, one of my school
Time-honored
pictures is in the Cub
Hey,
Scout
Daniel,
uniform.
how
Back when he
old-
went his old blue.
How old were you 40 years ago?
I was not even alive.
Asking for a friend. That's all. I wanted to see what your math skills were. You're pretty good, man. You're pretty good. What's your favorite subject in school, by the way?
Math.
Math. Benny, how about you?
Science.
Science. Okay. Very nice. So you guys want to continue with that kind of stuff?
Most likely.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? Go out, get to college, make a lot of money, because by that time I'll be retired and somebody's going to have to pay my Social Security for me, and I'm relying on you guys to do that. Okay.
No, thank you.
Ah! Daggone millennials, what's wrong with you? Hey, but I'm proud of you guys. You're doing good with yourself. I mean, you got the merit badges. You're actually being, you're part of an organization that's fantastic, first of all, and then you're getting just involved with the community, and the more you do it, the more you feel comfortable with it, and then you almost, when you quit doing it, you almost miss it. That's like what we do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's great. And Rick, you know what? You're doing a heck of a job too, brother.
Thanks, sir.
Who's your partner in crime down there? I never did get your.
That is our assistant Cub Master, Buddy Hawkins.
Come on, buddy. Come on in here and show your face. Did you get Buddy on there by chance? There we go. Darren's going to be. There's Buddy. Give Buddy a big round of applause.
Give me a hand, everybody. Give me a hand.
Buddy's back there near the.
Buddy.
Listen, Buddy's back there near the furnace, so you know what? You got to be dying back there. It's hot back in there. Buddy, how long you been with the pack?
4 years.
4 years. Was it part of something that when you were growing up too, you were pretty involved with?
I went all the way through Eagle Scout.
Oh, that's great then. Yeah. Have you noticed what's the biggest change? Do you think? Do you see much change, in not so much the organization itself, but say, I don't know what's a really good question. I mean, are kids interested in stuff but once they get in it, they are. But it just takes them to get in it.
You get them there, and then once they're there, they enjoy it.
Yeah.
Get them away from their phones.
Get 'em
and
started.
Oh yeah, you just have to, and there's so much to the world if you just get your mind working. It's fantastic. Well, fellas, listen, I truly appreciate you all coming in.
Yes.
Vinny,
Thank
nice
you
to
for
meet
having
you.
us.
Daniel, nice to meet you. Samuel, nice to meet you down there. Buddy, nice to meet you, brother. And Rick, listen, anything that we can do for you. Michelle and I, we're going to be out of town next week, and sadly enough, we're going to be in Florida where there's going to be warm weather.
Sadly enough.
Yeah, I know. So
I feel bad for you.
but
too.
anytime you want to listen, what would be fantastic is if by chance, and we could talk about this later, but if you want to do a video one night, say we can come down and bring a couple cameras down for like a meeting or whatnot, to kind of just make it just like
make it a personalized.
just to keep it going for the fact of just as say if you have a Facebook page or whatever, just to keep that info going and be that much more to let
you
people know
guys
what you're
are more
doing.
than welcome to come March 5th when we have our ceremony for our boys to cross over.
See, now that
Oh,
might
yeah,
be
that'd be sweet.
perfect.
Yeah, see, that'd be a good video.
Yeah, that would be a very good
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
You guys are more than welcome for that.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, that's Tuesday.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
on
Right
a
there.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh, good,
Yeah,
good,
put
good.
it on
Yeah.
the calendar, Chad.
Yeah, write
Yeah.
that down. Mark it. Ring the
Secretary.
bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's great, man. That's fantastic. Well, once again,
Somebody stole my pen.
probably there we go.
Oh, well, we'll get it.
But once again, thanks for all you guys for coming in. Listen, I'm not
thank you
going to
for
keep you all
having us.
night because
Yep.
it's snowing pretty hard outside. You guys,
appreciate
lucky
that.
enough, you're not going to have school tomorrow, probably.
Probably.
But
Well.
and Vinny, when we see you next time, that's when you'll get your $5.
Got it.
Do you have another song you want to sing? Come on.
I don't have any in my mind.
Sing Happy Birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to someone. Happy birthday to you.
Somebody has a birthday every single day.
Let me tell you something. That
That's
young
right.
man
Happy
is gonna
birthday,
have his
whoever
own
you are
podcast
today.
one day.
Happy birthday to whoever you are. Very good. All right, gentlemen. Well, thanks for coming in. And like I said, we're going to go ahead
for having us.
and just keep us
Release them, and we'll
March 5th, and we're going to, that would be fantastic. Once again, Pack 59 from Shinson, they're having their food drive. It's going to be next weekend. They passed out some bags this week. Be looking for them around the neighborhoods here in Shinson, and just go ahead, and if you did get a bag, go ahead and leave something. If you see them, give them something, just a couple cans, because what happens, all that stuff comes together, accumulates, it goes into the Lord's pantry, and you end up helping somebody.
You'll be surprised how much you get.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Hey, listen, until next time, thanks for coming in. Michelle's going to show you out there.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
You guys are fantastic. Fantastic.
Y'all have a good.
Yeah, that was fantastic. All right, who we got on here with us still? Tell me about it.
We got Gina Hawkins.
A lot of new names. Must be for
you looked at me when I said Gina Hawkins.
Yeah.
She's on here saying hi.
Jean May Spiker.
Nice.
Let's see. Steve Ice was on here.
Hello, Steve.
Carol Miller, Chad, I don't know if you saw her, but she's on here.
Yeah, I saw her a few times on there.
Yeah, Steve. You said Michael Pumphrey's on here.
Once again, we have some Blake Shelton tickets we're going to be giving away tonight. Actually,
Chuck Nicholson.
We're going to see. But we have a pair of Blake Shelton tickets going to be in Pittsburgh on the 23rd with parking passes. And we're going to have a contest, maybe twice. It just kind of sort of depends a little bit. And somebody's going to walk away to go see Blake Shelton.
We get these tickets because Miranda Lambert throws them away now. So,
why did they break up or something?
Well, they were married a long time ago.
You
just got to be near the dumpster when she throws them out. And you grab them.
Right.
Yeah, that was
dumpster fire.
Pre-Gwen Stefani, remember?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember any of that.
Yeah.
He's got an important phone call.
Really? Important phone
Trump.
call on air.
It's Trump.
What?
Actually,
I think he's ordering a Chinese takeout or something.
Yeah. Maybe we should just put his phone call on air.
It's a family emergency. So anyway, that was fantastic to see with the scouts come in. So that's pretty awesome, man. I mean, you know what? That is really cool to see them. That they're still doing
when I
stuff
was
like
young,
that
I did the Derby
Pinewood
For some
Derby.
reason, I thought. But we were told that you couldn't weight the cars, and this is, forever ago. And I remember I had the coolest looking car, and I was psyched to get ready to do this race, and I came in like dead last because everybody else had weights in their cars, and I didn't. Yeah, it kind of sucked.
You out of here? Oh, okay. Todd Beck is out. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is back to normal. Yeah! Woo! Family emergency. He's got to go. He's going to go pick his daughter up.
Rescue my daughter.
Okay. See how it'll work.
Now, listen, I have a question for you. This is a great question. One thing that I have noticed, anytime that you go anywhere, are we on the air?
Yes. No, I think.
Don't worry, Todd. We're on.
Michelle's coming back in. Come on, Michelle. Take a seat.
Don't let our podcast interrupt you there, Todd.
One thing that I noticed, and you go to the hospital, you go to the mall, namely, if you go to the bathroom somewhere, you're going to see a water fountain. Mm-hmm. Now, I've kind of noticed this. Why is it? Or how have you ever went to a place and used their water fountain? I don't know why I continue to do this, but the water fountain never works. I mean, you have this water fountain, but you almost have to put your mouth right on the water, and then Lord knows
sometimes it's like trickling out.
Yeah,
and get
more
a little
often
bit
than
of
not,
that.
that's about everything. Babe, you coming down here and taking a seat with us? All right, we're going to have the lovely and talented wood chopper from Webster Springs, Webster County.
Wood chopper.
You left your keys? Oh. There you go. You know what I think happened? You're going to go out there and pay Vinny is $5.
Yeah.
But I often wonder why they bye-bye, be careful. Why do they even put water fountains in places that never work? Does anybody else get frustrated? Does anybody else haven't even asked that question?
I think it's purposely they just malfunction, make it look like malfunctioning, so the people quit using it.
Yeah,
That's my guess.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. My organs actually freak out if I start drinking water.
So your organs malfunction?
Right.
Which organs malfunction?
Kidneys, liver.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, because water's very bad for you.
Let me ask you.
They're not used to actual water.
Now, speaking of that, and then we're going to get to the Blake Shelton tickets, so hang tight. Hang tight. Hello, babe.
At some point.
Todd Beck, you know what? Taken after Bruce Jenner, has came back new and improved. Hello.
Hello.
The lovely and talented Michelle Rogan. I was going to call you Michelle Hall for a second. That would have been bad.
Either or.
Anyhow, tell me the story. Now that Michelle's up here, and it came to think. I'm thinking about all the ways marriage is better. Like today, she went and washed 2 jackets, like a sweatshirt of mine, that I've had for 20 years. And you know how many times I've been washed? 0. Now
It's so gross.
Now they smell like a dead cat. I'll give you
he
that.
never washes his coats and jackets ever.
That depends. I mean, if they don't look dirty, I don't wash them.
Yeah, I mean, this needs to actually absolutely look dirty. But I'm thinking, you know what? That's pretty nice that Michelle went out of her way.
That's my work jacket.
You know, yeah,
That's my
to
working
wash
outside
these
jacket.
things. And then I started, she made this big thing of lasagna tonight. I mean, now granted, it's going to feed about 30 people. None of you are included.
If
I hate
anybody's
to tell you
hungry
that.
after the show, then
But it brings me to a point of how when you start spending more time with women or whatnot, they start kind of surprising you. Guys, when you hang around guys, you know what? You're kind of used to the fart jokes and the pull my finger kind of stuff. You're kind of used to that stuff. The language, you're used to all that stuff. But you're not necessarily used to when a woman does it to you.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I know this, like, what happened yesterday. We're sitting here watching The Gift. Have you watched The Gift yet?
Nope.
Jason, listen.
Which one is that? It
Bateman.
sounds familiar.
Jason
Bateman.
Bateman.
Oh, yeah,
2015.
Listen, when the guy from the past that he okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're watching this movie, and Michelle has to go. She was going to go up and make a mimosa or something. I call them your mimosas because she's the only one that's allowed to have them. So she gets
I
up
am not.
and she bends over. She goes, "Ooh, I dropped something." She went down. And she went.
That's married life.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, what is this? This is like having Todd Beck in the house.
That didn't even happen.
Look,
Listen.
she's denying already. They always deny when
No,
they
wait
fart.
a minute. Wait a minute. I will. I know it'll get confirmed on here.
Yeah.
I had an incident like that happen this weekend.
Well, and
It
what
was Carol that farted?
But that's in
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't farting.
it's a lie. She doesn't even do that.
It's funny because
It was a front end fart.
no, come on, dude.
I'm not sure where you're going with this.
We're talking about something that you would
Just trying to figure things out
naturally.
here.
It would be something that you would naturally think of a guy saying.
Okay.
Okay.
And I don't think I've ever in my life heard front end fart.
Me either.
Like, can you imagine being the State
It's
Farm?
called queefing, but
You
anyway.
could be the State Farm guy. What'd you have here? Oh, you have a front end
Oh
fart.
my God! I just want the Cub Scouts back in here.
All right, Chad, continue. I hate to interrupt you. Jimmy had me
We
with the
ended
front end fart thing.
Carol and I ended up going up to the mall. And she's trying to find some kind of cologne for me to wear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a couple different kinds, and she sprays one on one of them little pieces of cardboard they got there.
Front
So
End
I'm-
Fart by Giorgio Armani.
Yeah.
But they always say if it smells like cologne, leave it alone.
What'd you say?
It's a Front End Fart by Giorgio Armani.
Just so happens that we're looking for some Giorgio Armani cologne, whatever it's called. Anyway, there was a couple different kinds. She squirts one on a little cardboard, waves it off a little bit, hands it to me. I smell it. It ain't bad. She goes to squirt another one, squirts right on her hand. Well,
The cologne.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cologne. So
And wouldn't
Jim.
that
I
be
smell that little
FEF?
card and everything else too, and everything. Well, we're trying to find a specific kind, and they didn't happen to have it. But we're up at the counter. All of a sudden, she turns around, sticks her hand in my face, and says, "Smell my finger."
Way to go, Carol.
Like, wait a minute. That is definitely something that comes out of a guy's mouth.
You don't know.
Not a woman.
You never said.
And I couldn't help it. But she turned back around. I went up to her ear, and I said, "Please tell me you did not just pull the smell my finger on me in this store." She starts laughing. Yes, I did.
This Valentine's Day, what do you get the woman that has everything? Nor it's new, scent, straight from the ocean. It's fart in the front. Buy it now at all your local retailers. I don't even know where I'm going with that. I just thought it was kind of funny Jimmy said that, and I was like, wow, I have never heard that before in my life.
Yeah, he said phrase it. Like,
It is
smell
valid-
my fingers.
It
Well,
is
the-
Valentine's
I just
Day.
came up
The
with
bad
that.
part about it is,
Would you like to have some fart in the front for Valentine's Day? Listen,
I
2
don't
ounces,
even
1 ounce.
understand- I don't even know what that is.
It's when you put your
Okay.
arm underneath your armpit and you go. It's
Well,
in the front.
everybody
Michelle.
did that when they were a kid.
Yeah.
pick up your phone, Google the word Cooper.
You guys make me Google things that make me
Yeah.
look really bad if I die and somebody searches my history.
That's true.
Yes.
We just
I
want
don't want
we
that
just
in
want
that
it to be
case-
that
In,
if you
in
get
that case, Google Blue Waffle.
No, you guys had me do that a year or two ago. That's on my search history too.
They have those at IHOP, by the way.
Hey, I was looking at these one-liners that Todd sent us, these one-liner slogans or whatever, and this one has me cracking up. says old people at weddings always poke me and say, "You're next." So I started doing the same thing to them at funerals.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. All right. This is what everybody's been waiting for. The Blake Shelton tickets. He's going to be in Pittsburgh. What?
Donnie Stonebreaker said, "Ask Alexa."
Ask Alexa what?
No. We are no. Been there, done that.
The front end
One
part.
and done. One and done.
Dang
Been
it,
there,
Donnie.
done that.
You know what? You know what? That'd have been funny, too.
Yeah.
All right, we have Blake Shelton tickets along with parking passes. He's going to be up in Pittsburgh on February 23rd at the PPG Paint Arena, otherwise known as the new and
Guys,
improved Mellon
Guys,
Arena.
you
Mellon
really
Arena.
need to pay
This is
attention to this. This
exciting.
would be something to tell your girls you got for them specifically.
For Valentine's Day. at
listen,
that.
Valentine's Day.
This ain't just a girls' contest.
Nah.
If guys win this, they will be
They're golden.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And don't let the
golden.
fact that Jimmy had these tickets and can't use them
Whatever.
sway you from the
Amen.
fact. Don't let the fact that I bought them for Michelle, but she doesn't like country, sway you in the fact. And don't let the fact that Chad bought these for Carol, but instead she wanted him to sniff her finger, so he was like, "Nah, maybe we shouldn't go to Pittsburgh. You're not high class enough for that yet."
Nah, we're going to go to Key Bank and see Stapleton.
Instead, I like the original. Blake knows us. He gave them to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
Of course.
Blake's a good friend of ours. You'll see us on the
He
voice all the
texted me
time.
today.
What do you
Oh,
text you?
really?
Yeah, he wanted to know how we were going to give these tickets
Let me-
away. I said, you have to watch the show.
Let me tell you something. Speaking of that, and then we're going to get to these tickets. Yesterday, I'm sitting in the bathroom and I'm shaving. Okay. So Michelle said, "Are you home?" I was like, "Well, yeah, I'm home." And she goes, "Well, I just thought I passed you." So I'm sitting there. I'm doing my my hair and my sideburns and stuff like that.
Make sure the gray
So
comes through evenly.
Grooming. He's grooming while I'm gone.
What?
That's called grooming yourself.
Oh, okay.
Like-
Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
Odd. He doesn't know what that is.
Yeah. So anyhow, I snap a picture in the mirror. Just take a picture. So I didn't realize necessarily. I was thinking of my face. I didn't realize that I was naked
In a mirror.
in a mirror, right? So I'm snapping like this. So then I started thinking, I hope to God this went to Michelle and not my story. Because if you hit the wrong button, if you hit the wrong
Wait,
button on that thing,
wait.
guess what? I'm like, first of all, I should have been paying a little bit more attention. The counter's a little bit too high or too low, I guess.
We need to back up. Because you did not say, "I hope this didn't go to my story," till I got 7 more pictures after the first one. And then you're like, "Oh, holy. Let
Listen.
me make sure this isn't going to my story."
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
No, you can't.
Dude, don't pull them up on your phone and try to show us, okay?
Yeah.
No, you gotta
That's
see the
all you
one.
need.
You gotta see the one.
No, I really don't want to see the one.
No, it's actually pretty funny. It's actually
any of
pretty
them.
funny.
When,
I mean, look,
when
look,
Michelle's actually cringing,
Oh, whatever.
I wasn't.
It's all like I'm lying.
No, but this is the funny part. This is so funny because I was actually in 7-Eleven. So I said, "Are you home?"
I think I just put that on my story. All you had to do was hit the button, dude. Look, all you had to do is hit that.
Stop. So, anyways,
I actually look pretty good for a 48-year-old.
I'm in 7-Eleven, and I'm at the iced coffee station. Did you know 7-Eleven had iced coffee?
I had no
like
idea
Meth
that.
Mart and Shinston.
No, I didn't know
They've
that.
got-
Yeah, how
they've
good are
got-
they? Are they good?
Oh my gosh, we'll get the flavored one. I didn't. Try
All right,
the regular.
continue.
But anyways, so I'm sitting there and I'm holding all this stuff because I'm waiting to check out. But I decided I wanted a nice coffee, so I go up and I'm chatting with Chuck at this time because I'm like, "Are you home?" He's like, "Yeah." So well, I thought I just passed you, and I laid my phone down where there was a line behind me
Oh,
to
you
get
did not.
a cup to get my iced coffee, and boom, the first picture pops up.
And people are in line going,
Oh yeah,
I thought
everybody.
you could do better.
Everyone in Meth Mart has seen Chuck Rogan naked.
Yeah, they did. They did before that picture, bro.
Yeah.
I thought that was a story.
It is pretty funny though, actually.
Yeah.
But I was just worried about, I started thinking about it. I was like, Lord, baby Jesus, please tell me I didn't hit the my story thing because I don't know how you get them off or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. All right, let's talk Blake Shelton.
What we should do is every time we bring up Blake Shelton, get everybody in, and then we go, "Hey, wait, real
Yeah,
quick,
do it.
let's
Go
do
ahead.
this."
Hey,
other
we'll
thing."
get to Blake Shelton next week. By the way, what we're going to do tonight, we're going to go ahead because there might be actually more than one. Bye, Marky.
be careful, Cuddles.
Cuddles.
You
Aw.
better should give Cuddles a hug.
Sorry, excuse me.
Okay.
Man,
So
she
what's
didn't
going to
second
happen
guess
here?
that.
In case there is somebody that answers it correctly, okay? So we're going to take everybody that answers our questions correctly, and then we're going to put those names into a pot, right? And then we can pick a winner out of that.
We'll record us doing it, and just maybe like I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday since you're gone.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just swing over here and we'll just do a quick
We could do that.
pull that and post it on then.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Okay, we can do that. All right. So,
don't.
So here's what we're going to do. For the Blake Shelton tickets, he's going to be in Pittsburgh at the PPG Paint Arena.
So how's the weather?
It's going to be nice in Florida. We're leaving this weekend. Actually, next weekend for Valentine's Day because I'm kind of romantic like that. And plus, Michelle told me we were going down to Florida. I was like, wow, thanks for the Valentine's Day
When
gift.
is Valentine's Day, Chuck?
Yeah, I know.
When is it? No, do you even know when it is?
What is Valentine's Day?
When?
When? It's February 16th. Everybody knows that.
That's Saturday, so at least that's when you're going to get
absolutely.
celebrated.
You know, it's never the 14th because if you go anytime before the 14th, you have to pay an exorbitant amount of money for stuff. You wait, you just act stupid. It's like, oh, I forgot to give this to you yesterday. You actually go the day after and you get it for 60% off. It's the oldest trick in the book.
Yeah, that's why I've got to go to work early Friday morning so I can get the discount candy.
Yeah. So
I was specifically told to do that.
Oh, gotta love Carol.
I mean, I always question. I mean, I actually had a debate with somebody.
Yeah.
Why the Valentine's Day have to be February 14th? Why?
That's a great question.
St.
What's
Valentine's something or other.
what's significant about the 14th of February?
Then funny thing is,
Valentine's Day Massacre. So
here's a funny thing. In Japan, we have a so-called White Day on March 14th.
That's so racist.
March 14th.
Yeah, like a Valentine's Day.
They call it White Day?
Yeah.
You sure it's not White Guilt Day?
Valentine's Day.
Guilt Day.
Valentine's Day over there on the February 14th. The girl's the one that express the love toward the guy.
Really?
Ah.
That's how.
White Day.
Thank God I live in
yeah.
America.
Then the White Day is the guy supposed to express their feeling back to the girl.
Oh,
by white.
I like it. I like that idea.
See, I figured the 14th was just like, hey, we got a long span with no holidays. Bang! Let's throw one right in the
Let's do
middle.
Well, Carol posted up here, and I think she got it right and everything.
Okay.
There's a Saint Valentine,
Right.
who was considered massacred on that.
There
day.
is a history.
Well, the St.
Yeah,
Valentine's Day
it
Massacre was
it
in Chicago, wasn't
yeah,
it?
that was
The
the
mafia?
gangsters. Yeah.
And they blew them all
Yeah,
apart?
Yeah, they killed
Now,
them on
St. Valentine, I don't know the
Day.
history of St. Valentine himself. Maybe it was when he was canonized. I don't know. maybe is there a Valentine's Day in Japan?
Yeah.
There actually is.
Yeah.
So
But
this
that's
is,
the girls. The girls, right?
But yeah,
Is that what
I
you
mean,
just said?
when I
like-
was growing up, girls always give the boys a chocolate.
well, the reason I'm asking is because maybe I didn't know if
I
Valentine's
got you
Day
lasagna.
if Valentine's Day was like a world event, or if it was like one of these made-up events that the United States has, like St. Patrick's Day. You know, in Ireland,
Yeah.
you would have
Go
no
there
idea
and
what
they're
St.
like,
Patrick's
"Huh?"
Day is. Whatever.
I drink
But-
every day.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the Blake Shelton stuff. You've been waiting. We've been waiting and waiting. It's already
Unless we
7:56.
think of something
Todd
else.
said roads are bad, by the way.
Ew.
All right, here's the Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, also called Saint Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
or the Feast of Saint Valentine,
Yeah.
is celebrated annually on February 14th.
Oh. Okay. Well, no one
I
ever
could
said
have swore.
what.
I could have swore he was also murdered.
Could have been. I mean, but he had to be a saint for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Okay, that's good. Let's do this. Here's how
right.
we're going to do it. We have two riddles, right?
Yeah, two riddles.
Two riddles. Chad's going to read one, and Jimmy's going to read one. Now, how we're going to do this, because you might have time to think this out, because these are big. Whoever wins this, again, wins 2 tickets plus parking passes to go see Blake Shelton in Pittsburgh. This is no shit.
Great seats.
Great seats.
Now, let me tell you something. We've got to reiterate. Just because you may get both answers correct, that doesn't mean you instantly win. It means your name gets put in a hat.
Right, because we might have more than one winner.
And we want to be fair. We put everybody that gets both answers correct into a hat, and we do a random lottery draw.
Or how about
Yeah,
this?
we'll record it.
How about this? Let me ask you this. How about we do this? We have, if you get one riddle right and not the other, your name goes in the hat. If you get both riddles right, your name goes in the hat twice. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
somebody might get yours, somebody might know Jimmy's, but
Yeah.
somebody might not know both of them. And in that way, because we want to make somebody a winner.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to do something like that? That way?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Who's writing?
Okay.
Well,
Is it
no,
gonna
they'll
be
have.
right?
So for the answers, when we read these out, you got to send RoganRadio a private message With the answers.
Through Facebook Messenger.
Rogan Radio on Facebook.
Right.
Messenger.
With what you think the answers are. And you have until Tuesday. You have until Tuesday. You don't
At
have
noon.
to do it tonight.
Tuesday
at noon.
Anything that's been sent after noon Eastern time is not going to be. It's not going to be submitted.
We're going to have this. Just to reiterate, I'm going to make it very plain and very, very clear.
And this is big. We're talking close to $500 worth of Blake.
Oh, my.
Blake
We're going to have 2 riddles. You have until Tuesday at noon to private message Rogan Radio with your answers. All right? If you get one riddle right, your name goes in the hat. If it could be Chad's, it could be Jimmy's riddle. Doesn't matter. You'll get your name put in the hat. If you get both riddles right, your name goes into the hat 2 times. Okay? All right. Riddle number 1. You don't have to answer it tonight. Once again, it just has to be in the mailbox, in the messenger of Rogan Radio. Not Chuck Rogan. That's not going to count.
Nope.
It has to be in Rogan Radio's deal by noon on Tuesday.
All right. Everybody ready?
All right. Riddle number 1.
The first riddle is, how many sides has a circle?
How many sides has a circle?
How many
What's a
sides
riddle? I hate riddles.
has a circle? That is your riddle number 1.
Man, that's you know what? Riddle number 1. How many sides? I want to word it right.
How many sides has a circle?
How many sides has a circle? See, I don't even want to try to answer.
Nope.
I don't even want to try to answer because the riddles make me look stupid. Because more often than not, they're so obvious in how you ask them.
Yeah, and then when someone says
like,
the answer, you're like,
yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
That's number 1.
Okay.
Riddle number 2.
Riddle number 2. What is always on its way here, but never arrives?
Riddle number 2. What is always on its way here, but never arrives? All right. Those are your 2 riddles. You have until Tuesday at noon to put your answers in. Once again, if you get one riddle right, you get your name in the hat once.
And we would draw live Tuesday evening?
Tuesday evening, we'll draw live.
Tuesday night?
And then you will have $500 worth of Blake.
What time do we want to do the drawing?
Wonder what he'll do for $500.
I don't know.
$500 worth of Blake. Whoa.
I ain't spending
what's that?
Let's go ahead
on no dude.
7 o'clock on Tuesday night.
You guys, would that be good for 7? I mean, we don't all have to be here. We'll just have the drawing.
As
but
long as you record it.
We'll make it legit.
Yeah.
I don't want to draw. I don't even want to touch it.
Yeah.
We'll get one of the girls or something.
Yeah, come out.
Or we'll get Blake Shelton to do it.
Yeah.
He's
why
free.
not?
He can do it.
All right, so there's you go. You have one. It's going to be the winner's going to be announced, and the reason we're going to wait until Tuesday to actually announce that is because it's going to take time. With riddles, it kind of takes time to figure this stuff out. And we are going to wait, and on Tuesday at noon, which we have, that's why Chad brought it up with, because you'll have a timestamp.
Heather Bargo just asked, do you have to be watching to win? No.
No.
You send the answers into
put your answers in.
You could even, if you have friends, you gotta tell your friends about it, and they could do it. As long as they come, they watch the riddles on Rogan Radio.
That decreases your chances.
Well, no, because what if you go with somebody? What if you have a friend you want to go with?
Yeah. You have them submit it. You know what I'm saying?
Once again.
Unless they out you and they say, oh, I'm taking a different friend.
Sorry.
The first riddle is, again, to reiterate, a circle.
No. How many sides
has a circle?
Has a circle.
How many sides has a circle?
Yep.
And the second riddle is,
what is always on its way here but never arrives?
All right. There's your 2 riddles. And then we're going to go ahead. You have until, once again, I just want to say this because I want to be fair and I don't want anybody to think, we should be going to this thing. Why are we given a chance to do this? You need to tell Blake to settle his ass down.
All right, we got a public service announcement from Cuddles.
Okay.
Roads are slick as snot.
Okay, well, that's going to be even better reason to shut this show down then.
Well, I have a public service announcement.
Winter sucks.
Todd Beck left his computer up in his name.
Oh, no, he had to go. No, we're not.
Oh, yeah.
Look at his messages.
Sorry, Todd Beck. Oh, yeah.
That's
you
funny.
wait.
Oh, and
That's
since we're
funny.
doing that, I mean, back on the St. Valentine's Day thing,
Yeah.
I got the question to Chad.
To why it's on the 14th? Okay. Put your bifocals on, old man. Jeez, it's Christmas.
About him being murdered.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, martyrdom stories associated with various Valentine's Day connected to February 14th are presented in martyrologies, including a written account of St. Valentine of Rome imprisonment for performing wedding for soldiers who were forbidden to marry and for ministering to Christians persecuted under the Roman Empire. According to legend, during his imprisonment, St. Valentine restored sight to the blind daughter of his judge. And before his execution, he wrote a letter signed, "Your Valentine," as a farewell.
Oh,
Okay.
There's
I
the
knew he
death
was
part.
killed. I thought he was murdered, but I knew he was killed.
Very good. Well, now we know the rest of the story. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Once again, roads are getting bad. We're going to shut this
Yeah,
thing
he said
down.
Harrison County schools are delayed already.
Okay. And
Todd Beck said,
I
"Yeah,
didn't
go ahead,
even
read them
know
on
it was
air."
supposed to get bad.
do we have any delays yet for counties?
Harrison County has
Harrison County has
delays.
a
Snow's
delay.
supposed to stop by 10 o'clock tonight, though.
Well, let's hope it
Yeah,
does.
probably
Yeah,
icy
because I
as all
can't
get
do
out.
roads anymore. I'm done this year.
Once again, want to thank the Pack 59 from Shinson to come up. Once again, this is very important for them. They have their food drive coming up, and they're going to go around the neighborhoods and collect that up next weekend. So if you happen to see them, this is the first year that they've done this in Shinston, and so there's going to be some bugs, just working things out, but they're trying, and that's a good thing. Anything with the Scouts, I can't, I love them.
Yep,
So we're going to do
me too.
something like on March 5th.
Yes.
When they go down with
I'm
the
with you.
yeah, that is good. I want to see that. I haven't
me
seen it
too.
since
Yeah,
I did it.
yeah, same
So that'll
here.
be kind of cool. We'll make a video for that, and it's just one of those things. Oh, and speaking of that, want to thank Jason Burnside at the 4-H in Clarksburg. We did a video for them, and they just gave us a little certificate there.
Oh, sweet, something for
So
them.
yeah,
I
so I
love
want to
Oswald.
thank Mr. Burnside there at the 4-H. Yeah, the WVU Extension
I love
office there
4-H.
in Harrison County. So we're really
And I was a
appreciate that.
brownie. I wasn't a Cub Scout, but I was a brownie.
There are a couple brownies now. In case they may even be a whole cake.
Hey, what does 4-H stand for? What are the 4-H's?
Heart,
4-H is
head,
heart, health, head.
heart, yeah.
Hit.
Listen, I was a Mingo for years.
I love
Years
Mingo.
and years and years.
Sing that song about the squirrels or something.
Which
The sunshine.
one?
The sun. Give me a 4-H song, and we're going to shut her down so everybody can get home.
The sun will come up, the dew falls away. Good morning, the little birds say.
Okay.
Yeah,
with that
moving on
said,
there.
You had to sing before you could get breakfast. Who would not sing for breakfast?
I don't have to sing for breakfast. Maybe
Sounds-
that's why I don't get it.
Sounds like a concentration camp of some
Yeah.
sort. You have to sing for breakfast.
I loved 4-H
Give me another
camp.
song. Give me another song.
What's another one?
Give me something with a chipmunk or something. Squirrel.
Gray squirrel, shake
Sing
your
it
bushy
like that,
tail.
though.
Gray squirrel, shake your bushy tail. Crinkle up your little nose, put it down between your toes. Gray squirrel, shake your bushy tail. And then you have to go faster and faster and faster.
Okay, good. Well,
And then they'll say faster, and you go gray because you start out real slow, like gray squirrel, shake, and then you get really, really fast.
The show's starting to slow.
And then the tribe, that does it the best wins their first
Let's all
lineup
check
like
our
lunch.
phones and what's going
no,
on.
that's fantastic.
Okay, Amy Bettinger said head, hearts, hands.
There we
health.
go.
There it is.
Very
There we
good.
go.
We got a response there
Mingo.
from. I'm not going to read the answer
Go
over the air,
Mingos.
but we have an answer from Pam Faber already, and I think she got it right. I don't
Both?
want to be sure. I'm going to let you guys
Both?
do that. Both. So
Okay.
her name's going to hat twice. All right. Once again, we're going to shut this thing down. If you go back and listen to this, the important thing is we have 2 riddles. Each riddle you get right, your name goes into a hat. We're going to have the drawing on Tuesday around 7 o'clock. We always say 7, but it could be 7:05. We're going to pick the winner that night.
7:08.
It's going to be Blake Shelton tickets. He's going to be in Pittsburgh on February 23rd at the PBG Paint Arena, and you also get parking passes. $500 value. The only thing you have to do is message Rogan Radio by noon on Tuesday. If it's 12:05, sorry.
Eastern time.
Eastern Standard Time. So if you're out in California and it's noon to you and it's 3 to us, you know what? You had up until
Right.
Tuesday. So it's you have the rest of tonight,
got plenty of
tomorrow, and
time.
you have all kinds of time. And if you want them, you're going to win them, or you're going to do some research.
If you want 'em, you're gonna win 'em.
I want 'em. If you want to give me $150, you know what? I'll take
We're
it.
not
I'll
going to
take the
send the
loss.
riddles again. You have to watch the show.
Yeah, that's it. You have to
Yep.
go back and listen to that. And we're not going to give you any hints. It is what it is.
That's
And
right. I mean, these are good tickets.
Yeah.
We can't just.
These are
give the-
fantastic tickets, actually.
Yeah, they're primo
Yeah,
tickets.
we
man.
can't just do everything to put them in your hand. I mean,
Yeah.
we've
You have
got
to do it.
give
You
a
have,
little
you have
bit.
to you have to do work on it a little bit. So
You
that's
know,
how
it's
that's
something
gonna
that a millennial won't do. I mean, actual work to figure it out.
Yeah.
Ow.
So with that being said, we're just going to go ahead and shut the thing down. If you're going to be out tonight, be very careful on the roads. And,
Yes.
until next week, actually until Tuesday. We'll see you on Tuesday around 7 o'clock, and we're going to find out who the big winner is.
Yeah.
And we might even have some Rogan Radio gear for you. So when you do go, you can take some pictures of Rogan Radio gear on. That would be fantastic.
How awesome would that be to wear your Rogan Radio shirt
I'm here
or
because
something?
Rogan
We need to
Radio.
get Rogan Radio
At
shirts.
Blake Shelton.
Yeah, KDS shirts.
We need to get
You know,
some more. We
here's-
still owe people shirts.
Here's the thing: if you do win these tickets and you get to go, and somehow, unfortunately, do not have Rogan Radio gear, we would still appreciate it if you would get a selfie with Blake Shelton in the background and send it to us.
Right.
You know,
Please.
Or
please.
any-
We'd just love to have that. as part of it.
Just for us, or if you're in the show, if somebody's going to be somebody who's watching this thing is going to be in the show, videotape, say I'm here at Blake Shelton, thank you Rogan Radio, and then just post it. Bang, that would make us feel good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just like next weekend, make sure you put some food out in Shinston. Put some
Yes.
food out for the Cub Scouts Pack
Scout.
59 and their scouting for food deal. That's going to be big, and it's going to keep continuing to grow. And hats off to all of them for continuing to do this. What a great organization. So until next week, we had Cuddles, who's gone. D-Mac, he's doing Little League stuff tonight. Todd had to go rescue a daughter because the snow is kind of bad outside. Hopefully you guys will be back again, and I'll see you at some point in the future.
If you'd quit taking vacations.
I know.
Right.
Michelle and I will be gone next weekend, and it'll be back to Beck Radio, assuming Todd's here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, who knows? I'm not really sure. So on behalf of Chap Pupupushio from Ananga, ooh, good catch. Down there on the director's seat, who we had a computer problem tonight. We worked through that thing. Good job down there on the director for Darren Harbin over there. Straight from Tokyo, Japan, Bruce Togahashi. We're looking for Valentine's Day. What's your favorite day, White Day or Valentine's Day?
I think they're both the same, but White Day it's kind of a little less important, I guess. Yeah, Valentine's is more business.
That's because the men are buying for the women.
Well,
what's new?
You know, here's the thing.
What's new?
Valentine's Day shouldn't have to be a certain particular day of the year.
You're exactly right,
You know what I mean?
Brucey. I celebrate it all year long.
Exactly.
Yeah, so do I.
Ooh.
Online.
I'm surprised that day hasn't been attacked yet.
And straight from Pittsburgh, Blake Shelton's like third cousin removed. Who we got some nice tickets and everything else because of your mom's third cousins, friends, neighbors, daughters, boyfriends, dads, stepsister. I don't know what it is. Straight from Pittsburgh, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Wiz, and over down from Webster County, Miss Woodchopper herself. We have the lovely and talented Michelle Rogan. So until next week, until Tuesday, actually, if you want to check in it's going to be at 7 o'clock, or if you're just listening to the podcast, you have been listening. And once again, thanks for listening to Rogan Radio.
Bye,
Later.
guys.